Hey everybody, Ian back with another video. I'm going to redo this video since the last video I posted last night. There was too much coughing and just gross, so I took it down. So I'm just going to do a quick recap of what that video was. It was just a reading wrap up. And then I'm going to show you my future fantasy TBR. The tentative, I guess. Excuse me, I got to grab one more book. The tentative TBR for the fantasy that I want to read in the next few months. But first, let's get into what I did read. Like I said, I think I'm out of my slump. Read 3 books this week, so awesome. So let's get into it. So a quick recap. Last night I finished Out of the Dark. This is the 4th in the Greg Hurwitz saga. And another 4-star read. Awesome thriller series if you're looking for something along the lines of Jack Reacher by Lee Child. So, Greg Hurwitz. I finished Monster Hunter Guardian by Larry Correia and Sarah A. Hoyt. If you don't know, this is the 7th in the Monster Hunter series by Larry Correia. Basically, it just follows a group of monster hunters, and they just go throughout the world hunting monsters. Now, it's a pretty simple read. I will say the first 3 books in the series are probably the best, and then they kind of tail off. This is a 3-star read. Basically, it's a spin-off kind of thing. Basically, if it's taken with vampires instead of actual people. So, 3-star read here. And then we'll get to The Red Prince by A.J. Smith. Those who watched the video that I was able to post last night and then I took it down, before I took it down, this series took a nosedive, and I don't know if I'm going to continue with it. There is one book left called The World Raven, but the last like 250 pages were just kind of meh, and just it just took a nosedive for me. So I still have The World Raven. I'm not sure when I'm going to pick it up, if I'm going to pick it up, but yeah, like I said, straight nosedive right into the ground. All right, and then what I am currently reading, Into the Fire by Greg Hurwitz. This is the 5th in the Orphan X series, and so far the latest. The next book I did find out is coming in January of 2021. So I'm going to finish this series up. Hopefully, I did like 50 pages of reading last night, so Into the Fire. And then I started this last night. And then we're going to jump right into my fantasy stuff that I realize you can't see because I've got down here. Started this last night, and I have been hearing a lot about. This is The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington. Right on the front blurb here is Love the Wheel of Time. This is about to become your new favorite series. I gotta read. I've read the first Wheel of Time. I gotta find time to read the rest, but I've heard like the middle books are kind of sloggy, so that's kind of, and they're thick books. They're like 800 pages, but I gotta find something. I gotta read those because I love I want the Amazon series coming out, in a couple of years or something like that. So we'll see. So that is The Shadow of What Was Lost, the Likeness trilogy. So looking forward to starting a new fantasy book. All right, speaking of fantasy, this is going to be my TBR for just the fantasy. Usually I like to read fantasy book and like a thriller book just to keep things interesting, and so you don't get because I know fantasy books you got a lot of concentration paying attention to the characters, the places. With these thriller books like the Orphan X novels, you can just read through it, and it's nice, easy read, I should say. All right. One of the first books I want to get into R.A. Salvatore's Homeland. This is the first in the Legend of Drizzt, and I want to. This is like the introduction to the Forgotten Realms. If you guys play D&D or anything like that, I played a few games, but I haven't played anything down here. I'm not very good at it. I don't understand it, but I just enjoy the company and the story, I guess. So we have R.A. Salvatore's Homeland. This is the book one. So get this going within the next few months. Okay. One of the next big takings. Everyone loves this series. Everyone's waiting for the third book. It seems like everyone but me has read this series. We've got, what does that say? The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and The Wise Man's Fear. And I know he's got, another, like a novella or something like that. I'm not sure if I'll read that. But interested to see what the hype is all about here. These are another, what are these, 800 pages, 700 pages, and about 800 page books. So I want to get these done this year. All right. I think this is a 4-book series. I've heard this a few times on BookTube. This is Battle Mage by Stephen Arion. This is the first in the Battle Mage series, basically about a wizard, or a mage, I guess. But I've seen this a lot at Barnes & Noble, like this series, so I figured it's probably something. People are buying it, so Battle Mage. All right, and then another book series that everyone seems to have read, except for me. At least the first trilogy, which I read a few months ago. I finished them up. We've got the second Mistborn trilogy. This is the Alloy of Law, the Bands of Mourning, and the Shadows of Self. Not sure if this is 1, 2, or if this is 1. Alloy of Law is 1. And I'm not sure which one is 2. But that's what Goodreads is for. So try to get these done by the end of the year. Oh, let's see here. Where can I put this crap? This one's kind of a lesser known series I've seen. I found them all at a half price books, I think, for like $13 for the whole series or something like that. We have Bradley P. Blue, 12 Kings in Sharakai. That's the first. Not really 100% sure what this is about. These are about. Second one, Blood Upon the Sand. And the third is A Veil of Spears, a nice hardcover edition. If you read that series, let me know. I haven't heard a lot about that series. I just saw the whole series there for just that cheap price. Figured pick it up for a trilogy. All right. As some of you know, I've read the Tad Williams, what is that? Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn series. Didn't realize that he made a second trilogy or whatever it's going to be. But this is the first in that trilogy. This is the Witchford Crown. Another 1,000-pager. So my goal is to get all these done by 2021. So we'll see. So I know I'm waiting for, I'm kind of waiting for the third book to come out before I start this one. I'm pretty sure it's coming pretty soon. But if not, at least waiting for the second book to come in paperback form. It's in hardcover right now, so I can pick that up for $9. All right. Oh, okay. Moving on. Third to last. This is the Chronicles of the Necromancer series by Gail Z. Martin. These are all just chunkers. Where's book one? Book one. Not 100% sure what this series is about. I saw it at the my library had a sale. These are all 25 cents a pop, and so I got the whole series for $1. Can't go wrong with that. And hey, I can use them as fire. I guess if I don't enjoy them, 1,000 pages each. You use a page to start a fire. You can start 1,000 fires. Not that I'm going to do that. All right, so Gail Z. Martin, The Summoner. Book one, The Blood King. Book two, these covers are amazing. I'm so happy that I got them all somewhat in the same fashion, I guess. This is book three. Book three is Dark Haven. And then book four, and the final book, is Dark Ladies Chosen. So another big chunker of a series that I need to do. Speaking of Gail Z. Martin, another 4-book series from her. This is the Ascended Kingdom Saga. I've got these all screwed up. Again, I think I got a Game of Thrones vibe from these books, so I'm not 100% what these are. If you've read Gail Z. Martin, let me know. Ice Forged, Reign of Ash, War of Shadows, and Shadow and Flame. And the final series that I would like to read before 2021. Another big one. Many of you know this person. He's the second author, part of two authors. He's part of the, what am I trying to say? He's one of the authors that writes the Expanse series. James A. Corey, I believe his name is. But I think his real name is Daniel Abraham. And it's his The Dagger and the Coin series. These are getting hard to hold. Dragon's Path. The King's Blood. Jeez. The Tyrant's Law. The Widow's House. And final one, The Spider's War. All right. Put those down. I think I'm done. I think I've showed everything that I want to read by 2021. Again, sorry about the other video, but I pretty much I wrapped it up pretty nicely. Those are just a few books that I read and what I'm going to read, stuff like that. And then we got the fantasy TBR. Everyone, take care. Have a good day. See you next time.